Hello and welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki, and I'm going to use the tarot to see if we can gain more insight into unsolved mysteries, deaths, and disappearances. Let's get started. Welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. Today I want to do a reading about Prince Harry, and I want to ask the question, is he possessed? The things that he's been saying and doing and alleging are just so off the wall, so really strange. I thought I'd just ask the cards just to see what we get. I'm just going to throw that out there. Possession can mean many things to many different people, different things to different people. I'm talking, I think, spiritually possessed, possibly with some kind of attachment. Some people don't believe in that. I do. I just want to see what the cards say. I'm going to use the Dark Grimoire Tarot, which is based on H.P. Lovecraft. It is dark, but I thought we'd just see what we can get. The things that he said and things he's done are bizarre, and he seems to think they're normal, which I just don't understand it. I know that he's had problems with substance abuse. He's admitted to that. But I have done some reading on possession. And if it is true, and I'm not saying I'm a specialist or anything like that, and this is all alleged, this is my interpretation of the cards, my reading of the cards, what I feel like I'm getting from them about him, about the situation. So just shuffle these up a bit. From what I understand, possessions can come from many different ways. A lot of people open up themselves. That's why I use a white light of protection around myself, the cards, and my viewers, and then close the circle when I'm done, because I don't want anything hanging around. I'm opening up myself to read the cards, and I have read, from my understanding is that people who do a lot of substance abuse to the point where they're incoherent or do it for a long time, we're talking drugs, alcohol, whatever, and then lose consciousness, they can be inviting something in, and I'm not really sure what it would be. I think it depends on the person, it depends on the circumstances. But I think we'll just ask the cards, shuffle them just a little bit more. I just want to see what I can get. All right, I'm just going to lay some cards out. I think what I'll do actually is, instead of laying them out that way, I think I'll do, well, I don't want to do a Celtic cross. I think what I'll do is a yes, no. This is the basis. This is a yes. This is saying yes. And this is no. This works for me sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it works because it reverses itself, and I'll get the answers that way. So, the basis of the situation is, wow, the Five of Swords. I don't know if you can see these. These are a little bit dark. Five of Swords shows a man running away from demons. Now, if that isn't strange, I don't know what is. Okay, well, let's put that down. We'll pull a few more cards. The Five of Swords usually means someone who's under attack. I'm going to try to visually read these cards. I'm going to read them upright because they have such amazing illustrations. And a lot of this is illusion, but we'll see what we can get with this. All right, let's see what comes up next. Five of Pentacles. All right, this is someone who feels, I hope you can see these. This is someone out in the cold. This is someone without health, money. This is a man, this is interesting. He's laying in a gutter in an alleyway with an empty bottle of something, just laying there watching the rest of the world go by. I think Prince Harry did a lot of this. I mean, I don't think he was hanging out in alleys, but he was doing a lot of really irresponsible things with substance abuse. So that's what we're asking about. Then we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups shows a man sitting at his desk. There's the moon. This is someone who has a lot of regrets. Done a lot of things, not happy at all with what he's been given. He's got 3 full cups. He's being offered another cup, and he really doesn't want it. Boy, if that doesn't stand for Prince Harry, I don't know what does. On it. Then we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups shows a man giving charity to people, a group. Usually it means charity, but it means giving charity in an uneven way. It can mean giving to one, not giving as much to the other. Charity. I think with Prince Harry, he feels like he's never been given enough. That's what I'm getting from these cards. But so far, this is just basically reaffirming the way that he acts and the way he presents himself to the world, the things he says, the things he does. Then we have the Hermit. A lot of people believe this card is stand for Harry. I'm not so sure about that, but it shows a man going within, trying to learn. He's writing a book or reading a book, but it usually shows someone who's cut off from society. And in a way, I think Harry is cut off from society. He lives in his own little world. Meghan, of course, is there in her own little world. Six of Swords, the basis of this reading is trying to get away from something, moving away from something. In this case, so far these cards really show how Harry comes across. All right, this is the no side, the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is quarreling. This just shows 2 people fighting, but it's usually five people with the Rider-Waite. Quarreling. This is the no. I don't know that I can really do the yes-no. I might have to just blend them all together. And then we have the Lovers. All right, there they are, making a choice. There's someone in the background. He's walked away from another woman. That's what this looks like. And he's chosen this woman, which is what Harry's been doing. This is just reiterating Harry's life in a nutshell. Then we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is walking away. Boy, there's a lot of cards that really, really, really parallel his life. Five of Cups is someone that's walking away from something, a lot of sorrow, not seeing the good things that are behind him, only seeing the negative. These are dark cards. And then we have the Nine of Swords. This is interesting. The Nine of Swords is, wow, look at, I don't know if you can see these pictures. Nine of Swords is someone that is a prisoner. This shows a man looking into a mirror and seeing a monster. This is someone who's basically been possessed, I think. These cards really, really follow along with his life, the way he presents himself. Basically, all I see here at this point is that He's very ungrateful. He feels like he's not been given enough. He wants basically everything. He's gone within to write his book. And by going within, usually the Hermit card means someone who's soul searching, who's trying to do the right thing, step away from society. And I think in his mind, he thinks that's what he's doing. He's stepping away, writing his book, writing down all the grievances, all the people he wants to get even with. Even though he is out in society and he is married to Megan, he's really a within person. Even though he talks about everything under the sun in that book that you don't even want to know, he's really inside, I think, feels alone, really inside is a loner. Really unhappy with what he has. The only one I see that shows possibly possession is the Nine of Swords. But this is more a person that's a prisoner in his own mind. But it does show a pretty scary person there. I don't know if the cards could really show this. Alright, so what I'm getting so far is if he does come across as possessed or has an attachment, it's something he's made happen to himself. The drinking and the drug abuse, the substance abuse, he did that to himself. This wasn't done to him. I'll just pull a few more cards. So far, I'm just seeing that all of this is what he's done to himself. I see a lot of it's the substance abuse, which he's done since he was a teenager. He's admitted to that. That has to warp your mind. We're not talking so much about his mental situation, but possession of some kind. And he is running away. He's running away. Somebody's after him, being deceived, taken advantage of. These are all really negative cards. I'm going to pull a few more and then I'm going to do some oracle cards, I think. Just pull a few for clarification. I'm not getting a yes or no. I'm getting all of this is self-inflicted. Then we have the King of Cups. All right, the King of Cups. King of Cups is usually a really good person, very romantic. I think that's how he sees himself. It can also mean drinking. He is the King of Cups from what he tells people. This is a good king. I think this is how he would like to see himself, or how he thinks the world sees him. But the basic cards underneath, the underlying cards, all show self-inflicted, someone who's very unhappy. It's kind of like we already know that. But the cards are just repeating this, saying, yes, you're right, this is true. And then we have the Strength card. There he is. And there's Megan confronting him. Strong. This is the Strong card. This is how he sees himself. This is how he wants people to see him, even though I don't believe this is how he really is. Strong, romantic, loving, good, kind. And the Knight of Wands. There's the Knight riding a monster, killing the dragons, killing the monsters. This is all how he sees himself. That's all I'm getting from this, is a reflection of what he tells people, how he acts. It's just confirmation of everything that a lot of people are saying about him. I think I'll pull a few more oracle cards. Now, these cards are the Dark Shadow of the Soul Oracle. I haven't used these very much. There's quite a few cards. I thought I'd just pull these and see what we get. We'll mix them up. Oh, that one wants to come out. All right. I think there's about 100 here. Let's just see what we get here. So what the cards are telling us is everything that has been said about Harry and everything that he's said about himself is verified. They verified everything. Self-inflicting, not happy, wants the world to see him as a wonderful person, a leader, a teller of truth, slayer of dragons. But I don't think that's true. As for being possessed, I see whatever he has, if he does have an attachment, it's self-inflicted. It's something he's done to himself. Let's mix these up a little more. I did shuffle these a lot before. So far it's just confirmation of the cards, of what people are saying. All right, backstabber, wow, worrying. All right, we'll look at these a little bit more. They're telling us what our questions are about Harry. And this is all alleged. I'm just a tarot reader, reading the cards to the best of my ability. Oh, that's too many cards. Let's pull a few, see what we get. He's just comes across as basically unstable, and a lot of people would say, well, it's not his fault, it was the way he was raised, and he was spoiled, and everything that he's done was covered up, or he was told he was wonderful, and if they want to say that's their fault, whoever did that. All right, let's just pull a few here. Wow, you got apathetic, indifferent, disinterested, and cold. I do believe that he is very cold toward other people. I don't think he has feelings. He is indifferent. He's disinterested in what people have to say. He comes across as disinterested in what people feel. Backstabber. Well, if that isn't the truth, I don't know what is. Criticizing, treacherous, feigning. Exactly. He criticizes everyone else, and he is treacherous because you can't trust him. Feigning, that means he's pretending to be something he's not. Worrying, agonizing, panicking, daunting. I don't know how much he worries. If he worries inside. He projects that he's worrying about Prince William's children, and worrying about the good of the world, and worrying that nobody. I think this is how he would like people to see him, worrying about the state of the world and how he's going to lead the royal family into the modern era, and only he knows the right way. I don't really think he worries. I think he projects that he's worrying. Gossiper. Got that. Insecure, snitch, and rumors. Well, that works both ways. But all the things he's saying, especially about his brother, the royal family, it's gossip. He is insecure. He is a snitch. And any rumors that come from him aren't really honest rumors. I mean, honest truths. They're just gossip. Moody, gloomy, not in the mood, testy. Well, we know that. The way he acts, he pouts. He's angry all the time. Wow, these cards are really laying out. The first set of cards confirmed everything that I believe about him, and that the public that has any common sense believes about him, and what we're seeing, what he's saying. Gloomy, not in the mood, testy. He can be very angry. The cards are right there. Projecting, defensive, coping, unwanted feelings. I think that's one of the main things he does. I think all of his feelings, his inside feelings, his fears, his the dark parts of him he projects those onto other people. All the things he says, he projects as other people having that, but it's really him. Boy, these are really negative. Pull a few more. I don't see possession per se as possession by a demon or a dark presence. I see that this is his reaction to the way he was raised and what he's done, the way he's lived his life. It terribly spoiled and covered up everything he did. All the things, and there's lots of rumors about him doing some really vicious things to women. And this is all alleged. It's all been covered up. And he's been raised basically to think he can do no wrong. A few more, wow. Okay, we've got nosy, snooping, curiosity, learning. I don't know about the learning, but he's learning things that he can use against other people. I would say, you could say he is a nosy person, snooping, curiosity, learning. I think so. I think that's something he hides. Not so sure about that one. Egocentric, inflated ego, self-absorbed, careless. Boy, that's true. He just really truly believes that he is the one. He's the one. He's the only one. And his truths change from day to day, but it doesn't matter because he is the one. Very self-absorbed. And he's careless with other people's feelings. Boy, these cards are hitting home. Superficial, surface level, shallow, emptiness. I think he is a very shallow person. He wants the world to think he's a deep thinker and that he ponders everything, but he truly doesn't have the mental ability to do that. Overthinker. These two cards are just the opposite in my mind. Superficial and overthinker. But I think he's very shallow. I think that I guess you could say you could be superficial and an overthinker. But I think he overthinks the things that he shouldn't be overthinking about, like things that don't really matter to people, things that he thinks are big things. Most people don't see that. He is irrational. He is chaotic. So far, I think these are all hitting home. Indecisive, uncommitted, torn, uncertain. He changes his stories every day. One day the royal family is a racist. The next day, he never said that. The press said that. I mean, how can you say that? As for being possessed by a demon or dark energies, I guess you have to define possessed by darkness. What I'm really getting is this is all a result of the way he was raised, his substance abuse, and I don't see a possession per se, but the one card that I did see, let's see what this card says. Four of Swords. This is someone after a battle going away. Could even mean death. Could mean rehab. Well, all I've gotten so far is confirmation for what I think and what lots of people think. We'll pull one more of these. Conniving. Oh my gosh. Conniving, disregard, conspiring, scheming. That could apply to both him and Megan. Well, we're getting a lot of confirmation. I'm not sure how much this will help people. I don't see possession so much as just disregard and hate, lots of anger, and his mind just doesn't work like a normal person anymore. I don't see possession. I see abuse of substance over the years and damage to his ego. I mean, he's really thinks he's the only one. I'm going to close the circle. I don't know if this was a very enlightening reading. I wasn't really sure what to expect. But please subscribe, like, and share. Let me know what you think. And watch Afterlife Adventures with Amanda. And we'll see you next time. Bye.